two videos. One was called Internet Good or Bad, and the other one was called Unplugged. Now, just yesterday, a fantastic YouTuber and good friend of mine, Dave, otherwise known as Lack78, made an absolutely awesome video response to the Unplugged video that I done. So watch the two videos if you like that I made, Unplugged and Internet Good or Bad, but definitely go across and watch Dave's response to the Unplugged video. And if you don't already know who Dave is, I will leave a link in the description bar and you must go across and check out his channel. But before I go on with this video, I don't want you guys thinking that I'm dead negative and anti-technology, because obviously quite clearly I'm not anti-technology, I love it. But just recently, obviously these questions have popped into my head and what have you, and you know, I watch my daughter and my other two children, how young they are, how much technology is involved in their lives, and I just wanted to ask these questions. Anyway, this morning on the UK news, obviously there's a global recession. You know, everybody is feeling the pinch worldwide, and here in the UK, our new government, our new coalition government, has got the really difficult job of making cuts, and they have to decide where the cuts are going to be, and it's a job I don't really envy at all, because I don't think I would like to be in the situation of having to make those cuts. Anyway, it turns out this morning that one of the places where they're not going to be making any cuts, in fact they're going to be investing more money into it, is cyberterrorism. Now, this kind of leads on from what Dave was saying in his video. I'll leave a link down in the description section, and what I was saying in my video Unplugged. Our government here in the UK is making massive cuts in education, massive cuts in the health service, the National Health Service, which hasn't come out just yet, but I'm sure the figure of what they're doing with the National Health Service will come out soon. They're making massive cuts in transport, public transport, which I can understand, that's not a big deal, but the two main ones really are education and the National Health Service. They're making massive cuts in the welfare service as well, which I totally agree with, because in this country there's far too many people claiming benefits that shouldn't be claiming benefits. But now that the government are saying we're not going to make any cuts in terms of cyber-terrorism, the people, the technology security companies that watch this area, we're also now going to invest in it, because we feel cyber-terrorism is one of the biggest threats to this country. And I thought about that this morning. I thought to myself, well, really and truly, what can a cyber terrorist do? Steal information, steal bank details, government secrets, military secrets, those types of things. And I thought to myself, are they more important than our health in this country, or our children's education? And obviously the government seem to think that they are. And then I thought a little bit harder about it, and I thought to myself, well, you know, cyber-terrorism doesn't just cover the stealing of information, data and stuff like that. I suppose cyber-terrorism could include hacking into military systems that have control over nuclear missiles, that type of thing. Hacking into systems where they're in control of the national grid, in other words the power supplies, the energy supplies, that type of thing. The likes of traffic systems, you know, national rail systems, all those different types of things. And then I kind of started escalating the thought and thinking to myself, you know, just think about how many things are interlinked in technology, how many things are connected to computers in one way or another, like, you know, traffic lights, the rail networks, air traffic control, all those big major things. I mean, if a cyber terrorist got into an air traffic control network, they could bring down planes, they could do all sorts of damage to civilian life and what have you. But it still begs the question. The government seem to think that that's higher on their agenda than our healthcare system, which is good, and I know that firsthand, because I've been in the healthcare system quite a lot. due to my injury in the army and other things. And as a matter of fact, it's probably one of the best healthcare systems in the world. I think quite a lot of people in America would wish that they had a similar system. So, but they're and they're obviously making cuts in education. And again, they think that this cyber terrorism is more important. Another thing that they're making cuts in as well is the armed forces. Now, I strongly disagree with that, because when the war started and all the rest of it, I know people that were killed. I personally know people that were killed because they didn't have the right equipment, and our country couldn't afford to give them the right equipment to go to war with. So, as a result of that, these people die. Okay, that's part of war. People would say that's part of war. But then, now they're making further cuts to the military. They've sent people out to a war unequipped because of financial resources, and now they're saying that they're going to pull back money from that again, and then put it into this cyber terrorism. So, it's a really, really tough call whenever you sit and think about what cyber terrorism can really do in this day and age. What power a hacker with the right with the right knowledge and technology can do. So, but what do you guys think? I mean, do you think, whether you're from the UK or you're from a different country, you know, whether you're from France or Italy or Germany or America or anywhere at all for that matter, if your government decided that they were going to cut money on your health system, your armed forces, your children's education, or perhaps your education, and then take that money and put it into something like cyber terrorism, which we possibly don't know an awful lot about, do you think that's the right choice to make? Do you think that that's the government sending out a message that technology now is more important than our lives, than the civilians who these governments are supposed to be protecting? Anyway guys, I know it's a little bit morbid, this video, and it may come across as being a little bit negative towards technology, but it's not. I sincerely mean that. And the next video I do will hopefully be a little bit more upbeat and slightly swaying away from this topic. So thank you very much guys for all your support, and thank you very much for tuning in and watching these videos. Don't forget you can go across to Tech Planet 30 where I've written an article about this, and you can also follow me on Twitter at iHarrison30. Thanks very much guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.